Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Sabina Shaikh. Welcome to my channel Lessons Simplified. In this video, we will study structure of a research paper step by step. You will learn the main parts of a research paper and how to write research papers each section clearly and effectively. Now first is your title page. Basically this is the first page of your research paper. It gives the topic and your basic details. So you have to give your name, your affiliation, your designation also can be written. Basically this will give the glimpse of your entire credentials. For example, if my study is about social media, my title could be Impact of Social Media on Students' Academic Performance, a Study in Mumbai. Then I will write my name, my institution name, and date below it. Second slide will be your abstract. Now, see, abstract is nothing but it's a short summary of your entire paper, and it should be approximately one paragraph. And below that, you also have to write 4 to 5 keywords. Keywords is, for example, if I want to search about feminism and your paper writes about feminism, so your paper should have 4 to 5 keywords. If I enter the keyword, your paper should pop up first. So this is basically the keyword of your papers. Okay. Now, in abstract, for example, you can write this study examines how social media usage affects students' grades through a survey of 100 college students. This can be added in your abstract. It is the gist of your entire paper. Then comes your introduction part. This section basically gives a background and the purpose of your research. It tells why have you chosen the particular topic. Let me give you an example. You might begin with social media has become an important part of students' life. However, it can affect concentration and studies. Then at the end, you can write your objective. The purpose of this study is to find out the relationship between time spent on social media and academic performance. This is how your introduction can be, students. Next is your review of literature. Now, basically, this summarizes what other researchers have done. Whatever topic you're going to study about social media, about students' engagement, etc., you are not the alone person or the only person who have done research on it. There are many other people who have done the research on the same. So what you have to do in review of literature, this is a very important part. You have to understand what others have done on the same topic. For example, one study found that the student who use social media for more than 3 hours daily show lower academic results. Alright. Another study found no significant difference. So what will happen over here, you can easily identify the research gap. The main motto, the main agenda of review of literature is to understand what other researchers have done and to identify the research gap. Next is your research method, or you can say research methodology. Now this explain how and why have you collected your data, your methods and tools. In this, for example, you can say this study shows a questionnaire based survey with 100 students in it and use a quantitative method of primary data. Now see, when I talk about quantitative, it deals with numbers. When I talk about qualitative type of study, it will deal with the quality. For example, I am feeling uh, very sad today because it's not raining. Okay, now this I am feeling sad, I cannot describe this in numbers, so this will be a qualitative. Okay, this will be a qualitative data. Then comes your type of data, primary and secondary data. Students, primary data, as I have told you in the previous video also, it's a first hand data. That means you're collecting it first, you're collecting it. Okay, it can be through questionnaire, it can be through a hard copy of question, it can be through Google form, it can be through monkey survey, it can be through observation, etc. Then secondary data is the second hand data. Okay, you are collecting this data which is already published published anywhere. Okay, sample size is the size that you will see. Sample size we have to calculate in a certain way using certain formula that I will explain you in the other videos. Okay, but sample size, you cannot just randomly take any sample. There is a specific formula, population, universe population, and then you have to it's a method to collect to identify it and to understand how to take a sample set. This I will let you know in the further videos. Tools can be the various methods that you're using it, okay, depending upon the study. Analysis is how are you analyzing the data. Now see, I have written here survey of 100 college student using questionnaire. Now once you have collected the data of 100 student, you will there definitely have to link it to objective and through hypothesis. That this again I will let you know in the future videos. So you have to analyze the data that you have collected, and you have to then interpret it, and you have to present that data. This is your research methodology. Now this is about the data analysis and interpretation. Now see, interpretation basically is how are you presenting your data. How here you have to present your findings with tables, graphs and charts. I can give you an example here. See, 65% of students said that social media distract them from studies, okay, while 35% disagreed. 35% maybe scholars, or scholarizing the student who cannot just get distracted through any means, okay. Then explain what that means. This shows social media can reduce the study time, okay. Now this you have to just present. You cannot just present in a paragraph. You have to use charts, you have to use different diagrams to explain, and quotes also you can use. Now comes finding. See, this is a very important part. This is a summary of what you have discovered. For example, students spend 4 to 5 hours daily on social media, okay. More time on social media leads to lower grade. This is your finding. Your finding plays a very very important role, because this is the main reason why you're doing the studies. This is the you need to your main aim is to find out about social media, about the grades, about the social media impact. So finding is something that comes at the end of your study. You will show to the world, you will show to the readers that what have you identified by doing this particular research. Now conclusion and suggestion. See, this is the ending, what you conclude and what you recommended. Let me give you an example. This study concluded that social media affects concentration and academic results. Okay, this is the conclusion. Now, suggestion can be college student organize workshop on digital balance and time management. Okay, so you have concluded as well as you have given the suggestion also. Now, references, we have references is very very important. See, whatever data you are referring to, very very important from ethical point of view, student, very very important, okay. Now in the review of literature you have used certain data, or wherever you have used anyone else data, you have referred a journal, you have referred a paper, it is very very important to give credit to them, and it is very very important for you to add their name, okay. See, there's an example. For example, if you have read a paper, you have referred a paper of Mr. XYZ, and Mr. XYZ has published the paper in Oxford University Press. So it is very very important for you to in the references mention Mr. XYZ name, year and the topic, okay. Now you can use this APA 7th edition and MLA style. There are different methods to write references, but references is very very important, okay. And this also avoids plagiarism. When you give a credit to someone, you have used someone's you know you cannot say data, but you have used someone's theory, or if you have used someone's idea, or you have just referred someone's idea, it is very very important for you to give the credit to that person, okay. And this is also very very important to avoid the plagiarism. Plagiarism is nothing but the duplication. You cannot duplicate anything. You can just take an idea and you can add your own idea and just refer, basically we refer to identify the research gap, but for that also you need to give the credit for that person. Appendix, this is optional. Supporting material like your questionnaire, your raw data, some charts or interview question you can include. Okay, how to start writing the research paper, students? See, this slide will give you a simple process, okay, to start your research paper. Say for example, start by choosing the topic, okay, you are interested in, and then read 4 to 5 line of research paper about it. Decide your objectives, okay. Make the data design and collection tool collect the data, then analyze the data, write each section, edit and format, submit and publish. Not all publish, you have to submit and publish. How it is useful? Now it is very very useful, students. Why? Because academically it helps in the higher studies. This shows why writing a research paper is important for students. For example, academically it helps in higher slides, in higher studies, as I told you. Professionally, it looks great on your resume. Its the social impact improves education, business, and it builds your personality, builds thinking and clarity. Many of you have must have submitted and presented the research paper, so you can understand the importance, and you can understand how it will help you to boost your confidence. I'll give you an example for summary. For example, a study on the use of social media by college students. The objective is to understand how social media affect study habits. Method I've used is questionnaire and distributed to students. Finding: most use 3-4 hours daily, reduce focus. This is the finding. Conclusion: need for awareness and time management. This is a small summary. Thank you so much.